everything says it's okay on my end here. I just paused it for a moment. Maybe that'll help you? Okay. I'm gonna give... Yeah, I don't know what could have happened to you because everything is fine for me. I'm gonna give like 2 more minutes for people to come in, maybe. Say hello. Maybe 1 more minute. There's plenty of notice. If you're not here, then suck it. So, I don't know, 1 more minute. Anyway, as I was saying, which is probably interrupted because I did decide to, you think I've done some good games. I love Night in the Woods. That was amazing. Barkley was a lot of fun. It was funny and silly, and it was free, so you can't complain. Doki Doki was, you know, pretty interesting. Not something you really replay, but, okay. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and start. Shout out to my patrons, Wavy, Spaceman, Gwen, and Kesa. Thank you, I'm glad you liked the overlay. Alright, let's go ahead and click this new button and, begin. Doggy is Duggo. Is good. Oh no, something not good. It's a big house. Doggy is good. Oh. Thing. It's a loud thing. Is this super loud for you? Because that is super loud for me. I need to lower my volume. I can still see it here. Let me put the desktop audio down a little more. Yeah, that was I didn't know it was gonna be loud. I didn't know it was gonna be. My name is your name. Sorry, you're going to need a minute. Okay, you gave yourself a minute to freak out because of the monster, the thing with all the legs and teeth, the one you barely got away from. Minute's up though. You take a deep breath. Let the uncertainty slip away into the toothy, arm-waggling darkness and focus on what you know. Your name is Joey Clare. You live just outside the town of Hauntswitch. You are, in no particular order, a puzzle solver, a semi-orphan, a dancer of multiple schools, an aspiring veterinarian, and a big sister. Are you really? This is a blind playthrough, Jester. Speaking of, that monster, the one that barely missed eating you alive, only you're not thinking about that right now, it might be headed back outside where your little brother is. You've got to warn him! You know, your little brother you just, like, fucking abandoned. Rip. Ooh, is this some... It's a Viewmaster, no, look, bake. Well, these look like little Viewmaster things, but this is an Easy Bake Oven. It's easy to make your very own cake, or something like that. You were really excited to get this for your birthday last year, but you ran out of the baking stuff pretty quick. You could use regular sugar and flour or whatever, but it's not like you have those things just sitting around. Who does, honestly? People with moms, you guess? Your babysitter gave this to you for your birthday. Joey, she said, this wizard's the best! He lives in his little wizardly orb, just swimming in spells and glitter. He will protect you. Look, he's doing it right now. Your babysitter loves wizards, obviously. She's pretty great. Is my babysitter like Roxy? So that would be pretty cool. I need to bake. You're out of baking stuff. You're not too busted up about it, though. You're pretty tough. Look, shoes. Along with ballet, you also study tap dancing. You haven't decided which you prefer. Ballet is fun, but tap's also fun in a different kind of way. You have considered blending the two, wearing one tap shoe and one ballet shoe at the same time, but decided to fully master both and earn the respect of your teachers before unveiling your boundary-shattering ballap style to the world. Equip. You add the tap dance abilitech to your technique. Yep, those are the words that refer to those concepts. You learned them literally just now. These will help if there's anything you need to shake up or shake off, or if you're just in the mood to shake it. I don't know. It's got, they're a very appreciative audience, as always. Surprisingly, no one fell off the shelf this time. I see. I used my shoes on them. They should be pretty safe on the shelf, which is the point of shelves, you suppose. Look. It looks like the stupid lisping dog from Chrono Cross. Puppy Surprise is having puppies! Oh, God. Puppy Surprise. Oh, how many? That's a surprise! Puppy Surprise. Puppy Surprise. Whenever you look at this thing, the song from the commercial runs through your head like a snake monster on an autumn afternoon. It's a great place to stash your keepsakes, where they stay as safe as a teen hiding in her bedroom from a snake monster. You reach inside the expectant plush canine and... yeah, I mean, I guess you kind of only get that surprise once. Hey, Kesa, thanks for joining. Puppy Surprise is having puppies! Oh, okay. Look, it's a key. Ah, yes. No one would ever think to look for your precious diary key inside a plush mother dog. Least of all your brother, who was upset he didn't get one of the puppies. Jude can be pretty melodramatic. I'm sorry your computer is useless. You should always have 5 computers on you at all times, though, Kesa. Speaking of precious keys, there's also a beautiful old trinket that used to belong to your mom. You have no idea what it is, but looking at it reminds you of her. Honestly, you're not sure you'd be comfortable leaving it here with everything that's going on? Get. You collect the diary key from its plush hiding room. Oh, while you're at it, you think maybe you should keep this beautiful heirloom of your mom's close. Just a feeling, a deep, inexplicable, impossible to ignore feeling. It's too soft to get any good acoustics from your tapping. Your babysitter got you this Junior Veterinarian's med kit. It's kind of important to you. Oh, I captured a lot of those things. So you think you'll leave it here for now. It will really bust you up if something happened to it. Yes, one day you'll have to choose which dream to follow. Do you want to be a veterinarian who also dances a lot, or a world-class dancer who volunteers at an animal clinic in her spare time? You can't have it both ways. Look. Oh boy, change? I get to change outfits? This is where you keep your clothes. You consider your fashion statement to be fun and comfortable, and try to model yourself on Clarissa. Ah, Clarissa. She really does explain quite a few things, except, of course, precisely where she gets her clothes and how she manages to look so great all the time. Na, 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 na. When you're not actively or imminently hot-stepping, your tap shoes are hanging up by the door. You know this because that's where you got them from a little while ago, and also because this is your own personal habit. This is such a nice room. Oh my god. It's got some like Lisa Frank posters. Like, I always wanted to have a window seat thing like this. Like, that's just the best. What's up with the Clarissa thing, in case? Why? What? Oh, what? Why were people mad about? Well, what did Melissa Joan Hart hurt them? Like, what's? You could at least try some new clothes, but what's a style montage of at least one party offering compulsory reaction shots for each outfit? Who's going to give you an affirming head nod when you finally nail it? I can't get changed until there are people to watch me? Are you serious? Oh my god. Really? Wow. Okay. What the hell is just wearing past there? Oh, just little eye bat things. Okay. Yeah, window seats are just some ponies. It's like, were you also upset, Jester? I feel like that's admittance that you did not know who Clarissa was and you needed explained to you. Your modem always makes a mighty racket logging you on. Probably not worth riling up half hallway snakes to surf your sites right now. It's not like there's much new to see anyway. You're sure that Jude would have let you know if anyone in your web ring had updated their sites. Ah, web rings. Oh. Should I tap dance at my computer? There's no effect. Maybe try tapping the keys next time instead of tapping your feet. I look so downtrodden. One day you hope to be a veterinarian. Then you can be one caring for fuzzy-faced baby critters. So when someone catches you in the act of snuggling them all and tells you to take a hike, you can flash your vet badge and say you're here on professional medical business. Then they'll have to take the hike, not you. Sounds like a great way to startle some baby animals. You're having none of it. This is Sir Bappy Pawswater, your beloved Manfro chap. You tend to his fussy whims and needs when you trouble to imagine what they might be. What a daring dream to combine the finest qualities of the animal kingdom with the nobility of animals. Wait, you mean humanity? Anyway, Sir Bappy Pawswater will have to tend his own fussy whims and needs for a while. You've got a lot of crap on your plate right now. A prodigious collection of titles for your console's hungry cartridge-shaped mouth. All the best ones are here. Well, all the ones you happen to own are here. You could spend all day listing them. There's Bubsy, there's... Oh, I'm sorry you're having trouble, Kesa. Mentioning Bubsy made you feel a little queasy, so you think you'll stop there. You might go lie down a bit, actually. What could possibly go wrong? Tap dance at my... That's mother joke. And send them clattering? No way. Hungry, hungry hippos. Yikes, more of them? Gentrification is a real monster. Blistering social commentary aside, you sincerely hope you and your brother aren't killed and eaten by those eyeless horrors. Yikes, more of them. You briefly muse on the metaphorical significance of flashing light. What could it represent? The past? The future? America? It's your stupid brother. You need to get in touch with him. Poor puppy. If that icky snaky thing hurt her, well, you'd use your budding veterinary skills to patch her up and make it all better, but you'd also be very angry. Right now, she doesn't seem to want to come out of her doghouse. You don't blame her. It'd be nice if those monsters was weirded out by that weird skull fountain as you are. Unfortunately, that thing is probably monster chic. Look at this nice topiary. The sun has just set, making for a glorious autumn eve. As such, autumnal evening glory radiates from the heavens, kissing the clouds on its way down to earth. Stupid clouds, all untouchable and ethereal and stuff. You love Block Hustle, the game of descending columns that disappear as lines are filled, but you can only find a poster of the American box art. Yeah. Canadian Campfire Spookums is the best. It's about these kids who get together in the woods every week, and one of them throws some dust in a fire, and they all tell a scary story, and that scary story is the episode. It's Are You Afraid of the Dark? I loved Are You Afraid of the Dark? You guess you kind of focus more on the framing narrative than you did the stories, but whatever. It's the best, just like you said. Alright, we'll get to it. Hot Steppin'. You don't really perform the styles of dance that make this movie such a pulse-pounding barn burner of a smash hit. But you'd certainly like to someday. It was! Are You Afraid of the Dark was fantastic. One time, like, I wrote a story, like, it was supposed to be just, like, about, like, my day or something, but I just recounted an entire episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark as the story. The story keeps happening. Just look at that childlike empress. She sure looks pretty pleased with herself for someone who's only been in the movie for about 5 minutes. Valid. Acorn Shadow is surprisingly dark for a show about a group of horse friends. It canters down some troubling psychological roads. Magical Animal Companion Heal Rescue is your favorite Japanimation. It's about this, yeah, that used to be a word people used. It's about this girl, Shika, who goes to school sometimes and has a regular life, boring, yeah, but whenever a magical animal has been hurt, Shika becomes Princess Shika and rides her deer companion to go heal them. What could possibly go wrong? That's what Bubsy would say if he were here. He never stopped saying it. You'd hear it in your head forever, echoing like screams echo across still water. This game is only available in Japan, but there's this kid at school who says his uncle works at a games company, and he says gets to play all sorts of secret games before they even come out here. He runs off at the mouth like he has all this insider information and sources inside the game companies, but honestly, you think he's just desperate for attention. Really? Huh. I used to play Bubsy at, like, the Toys R Us kiosk. Like, I don't know, my mom would take me to Toys R Us and just kind of, like, leave me there to play. Like, not leave, but, like, that was a thing that we'd do. We'd go over there and just, that was on the demo station for a while. I spent a lot of my childhood actually playing video games at demo stations and stores. Like the Woolworth would always have the like Genesis set up with like a bunch of different games, and I used to like play through them all. Like there used to not be time limits on things. Like eventually there were, but you used to be able to just like play through entire games. One time my brother beat Star Fox while he was at the store, and you can't like just like reset with a button, so like an employee had to come in and open up the case to reset the Super Nintendo. Hey, Wavebird. I don't understand why you were late. Won't hassle you though. Welcome. Okay. You tend to ignore him and focus on more pleasant things like this super cool poster. Second Mom rules. Ginger Rogers. Gosh, she's really something. The greatest tap dancer who ever clattered gracefully across the screen. Probably? No, wait, definitely. It's still kicking. All you've missed so far is there was a monster and it scared me and my dog and possibly my brother. And I ran into my room and I'm just looking at all my super cool posters. The bounty hunter's advice for dealing with monsters would probably be to shoot them or change your shape or both at once. She's cool, but pretty difficult to emulate. That little girl there, she's destined for big things. Big hopes, big fears, big worries, big lonelinesses. Now hold on, pull yourself together. What would your mom say if she knew you were thinking like that? You really wish you knew. That's a good doggo. Since she's been gone, you've been less and less of Pa. You've seen less and less of Pa over the years. Guess he had greener pastures to move on to, or bluer beauties. Oh no, does he also like the blue girl? Your mom was a great dancer. Tap, swing, ballroom, bolero, even wild experimental stuff like contact improvisation. Ballet was her passion, though, and she was transcendent. Tap dancing actually freaks your dog out pretty badly. You suppose it's kind of the ribald firework-like percussion of your toes and heels clacking against the hardwood floor that does it. In fact, you don't even really have to suppose. You're pretty much certain. You usually don't have much to record on here on account of the humdrum life you lead, but you thinks today will be a different story. Maybe you should take a moment to record a note now, just in case this is your last chance to set down your final words before your tragic demise at the hands of a horrible snaky thing. Oh, that's a mood. I probably need to use the key, but it's locked! If you wish to gain access to your long buried or recently buried secrets, you'll have to use the diary key. You unlock and open your diary. Nice. Juicy secrets, here you come. Except they're just boring secrets, so you don't care. Ooh, look at all the stickers and stuff. Look. I mean, I want to enjoy myself. It's not going to be fun for me to use it on every single thing every time. I will use it when I feel like it. Usually don't have much to record in here on account of the humdrum life and blah, 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 blah. It's the same thing I just read. Right. Maybe something from your past will shed some light on today's terror mysteries. Some little detail mentioned offhand and forgotten. The key kicking off a casual cascade of connections that terminates in a catastrophe of snake monsters. April 13th, 1994. Dear Diary, ho-hum, nothing much happened today. I tried to make some new friends at school to maybe expand our social circle beyond just me and Jude's friends all the time. Wait, is it weird to call my brother's friends my social circle? Ah, well, you know what I mean, Diary. I don't have any friends I can really call mine, so I'm trying to branch out. Guess it's better than calling them my web ring. The kids at school are jerks, though, and they called me a poser when I tried to talk to them about games I like and stuff. Between you and me, I think a bunch of the kids at school might be evil. Jeez, now I'm sounding all paranoid like my brother. They're just up to no good, I can feel it. Joey. June 12th, 1994. Dear Diary, whew, first day of summer vacation. I can't wait to get a break from all those clowns at school. Sometimes I think what I really need is a vacation from humanity. Joey. October 25th, 1994. Dear Diary, I can't believe I haven't recorded an entry since the beginning of last summer. Needless to say, I've been back to school for a while now. Next summer can't come soon enough. I came home to a drunk babysitter again today. It is Roxy. Her babysitter's Roxy, right? Sure is some quality adult supervision we youngsters are getting around here. She means well enough, though. Haven't heard from Pa in weeks. Last we saw of him, he popped in the house to drop off more stupid mummies and globes or whatever, and skipped off to go on more adventures. What a bozo. Also, how lame is it that he made us call him Pa instead of Dad when we were growing up? I miss Mom. Joey. If this is going to be the last entry in your diary, then by gum, you're going to scare the bejesus out of whoever finds it once you're snake chow. November 11th, 1994. Dear Diary, forgive my hasty and nervous scribbling. I'm kind of scared, but maybe also a bit excited. Anyway, can't talk much now. There's a sly and cunning monster on the prowl, possibly hungry for kid meat too, so I've got to... Okay, I don't have a darn clue what I've got to do, but I'll fill you in later once I do it. Joey. Satisfied you've done your duty vis-a-vis, I don't actually know how to pronounce that, posterity in case the worst should happen, you relock your diary and hide the key again. Safe and sound. Alright. Okay. You really like this post, but can't really say why. It's pronounced like Visa. Visa. It wouldn't let me. It said that it would make the stack fall over. Really like this post, but can't say why. It's pretty, and you like the expression on the ballerina's face. Wonder if this is what it's like when adults go to museums to look at actual art. You hope so. Say it's... Oh yeah, it tends to make your game freeze. Last, the only downside to cartridge-based gaming. I will turn the TV on eventually. It's obviously the wrong school of dance for this poster. You need to put your suitable shoes on for this, by which you mean to dance in front of a poster. Well, no, that's more than enough of that. Why can't I change the game? Play. You just save before finding the final boss, which means you'll need to budget several hours to fight through its various forms and anti-forms and transformations and... Look, you've got a lot on your plate right now. Valid. Connect 4! The goal of this game is to get 4 of your colored circles in a row before your opponent, who's trying to do the same. You can also theoretically connect 5 if you're a kind of showy jerk. Totes. Yeah, we already did that. They don't need your help to fall. You just pull the tab on the side. So, okay, they need your help, but not your dancing. Why do I have so many Rubik's Cubes? Just looking at that makes me sad. Oh, do I have to play Simon? I am absolutely the kind of person who connects 5, yes. It's totally a thing I do. You really get a charge out of this game. It's kind of bossy, though. Well, sure, why not? After this, though, you should really go get the walkie-talkie since you just remembered you cannibalized the batteries from the walkie to power this game. Okay, that's enough yelling. Oh, look. Oh, looks like the green button isn't working. Well, nostalgia satisfied. Might as well scavenge the batteries. Oh. What happened to my other key? Is my diary key gone forever? I got batteries. What am I gonna put them in? This game is powered by the famous law of gravity. Or wait, is it the law of gravity or force of gravity in this context? Whatever, a thing that makes the checkers fall down loose when Jude loses. Okay. I didn't check that one. Mom won this award around the same age as you for being the best at ballet. It's pretty. Look. Right? Yes, it's very patient. It's the 11th of November. Today started off just like any other day with another sunrise and the sound of songbirds going hog wild out there in the trees. But their songs have all but stopped, and now there's something else going hog wild out there. You don't know what it is, but it ain't birds, and sure it ain't hogs. Do a little tap dance for the date. Yep, tap class is every Saturday morning. Your babysitter usually drives you unless you know she's not feeling well. It is Saturday morning. You're not going out there without a good reason, and you still need to warn your brother about that snake monster. It could be heading for him right now. Okay, so I need to figure out a way to warn my brother about snakes. This is a raised and cushioned platform where you spend several hours every day unconscious and hallucinating, usually while a majority of other people in the continent are also doing the same thing. Okay. Alright, so I have batteries, and I have... What's that? Oh, the walkie-talkie. Okay, I didn't even see that before. Your walkie-talkie, half of a set. Your brother has the other one. Could come in handy. Guess we should get it. One walkie-talkie, batteries missing as you expected. Alright, I gotta... there we go. Oh, okay. Oh, it's over here now. Okay. Success! The walkie-talkie works like a charm now. A charm with battery power. You feel pretty pleased with yourself. It would seem you just solved your first puzzle of many on what you're sure to be a sweeping adventure full of mysterious brainbusters. Then again, putting batteries in a thing isn't technically solving a puzzle, you suppose. It's just overcoming a minor inconvenience that you created yourself using mundane, widely available modern technology. You don't care, though. You're counting it. Valid. Jude, you there? Are you alright? Oh, I got an achievement. Yeah. Yes. Been covertly signaling status and requesting yours. Over. You mean the lantern? I don't know Morse code. Would never use such easily decipherable code. Over. Enemy agents everywhere. Over. Wait. On over. Still unconfirmed. Vis-a-vis your condition following enemy serpent encounter. Over. Please report bite status. Because he's coming over the walkie-talkies, so he's like getting that look. Look, he's an annoying younger brother. Aerosol is you know is annoying amalgam of bad. I mean, Sullux isn't bad, but Aridin's bad. Look, annoying people get annoying voices. How many and how gross. Over. I'm fine. No bites, you weirdo, but thank you for asking. It was a close one. Great, was worried. Over. That reminds me, after I shut the door on it, I think I heard it clumping off back down the stairs. I don't think you should leave your treehouse anytime soon. It might be headed back your way. No plans of leaving current location. Yard crawling with Cryptid Vanguard. Over. Cryptid Vanguard? Missing big picture Joey. Over. Okay, maybe a little less obtuse then. Purely defensive posture, technically suicidal. Monsters likely just distraction. Could have obscured additional agents on approach. Over. Do you mean, like, more monsters, or can't discuss an unsecured channel, can't be certain who's listening? What? Over. Relieved you're taking this seriously. Are you totally prepared to begin forward operations? No going back now, Joey. Over. I was making fun of you, dweeb. I'm not going anywhere. Trust crucial on the battlefield, Joey. Hoping presence of monsters has tipped equation away from typical skepticism. Over. Trust is for chumps. Tell me what's going on, Jude. Your current position not secure. Large yard facing windows. Location compromised enemy. Situation rapidly deteriorating. Must abscond to attic. Joey. Over. The attic? Yes, the attic. Strong door. Well stocked with tactical material. Take left out of bedroom. Go upstairs. Thank you for explaining me how to get to a place in my own house. Highest room in house. Over. I know where the attic is, Jude. It was just a weird suggestion. What else is new? More inscrutable rambling from my treehouse lunatic brother. Don't understand. You sounded confused. Trying to help. Over. Yeah, it's amazing how people can do that. Look, just shut up, okay? I'll sneak up there, lock the door, and you can call our babysitter. Too late to reach her at lab. Working day long done. Over. Oh no, you're right. It's definitely Roxy. This is definitely Roxy. I don't know why she's here, but it's definitely Roxy. Agreed on both counts. Babysitter capable Strifler could help tip scales. Might also help convince you to get to safety. Jude, I'm going to go to the stupid attic, okay? I'm sorry for being mean. Do you have your weapon? Over? Sure don't! Sure don't. Why would I keep that thing around? Serpents swarming everywhere. Over. You want me to fight them with a flashlight? Is she a light player? Don't blame you for being nervous with high concentration of serpent presence. Must be brave. Your brother believes in you and knows you can beat the serpents. Over. Stop saying serpents. Do you recall where your weapon is? Over. Yeah? Yeah, it's in the closet. Understood. All set then. Over. No, I mean the hall closet. Crap. Over. Yeah, well, I guess I'll have to take your word about all this. You are sure about all this, right? Absolutely, extremely certain. Over. Over and out, squirt. Alright. Well, look, I'm happy now. Alright, it's in the hall closet, so I gotta go out and get... It wasn't locked. That's an achievement. Looks like the coast is clear for now. This is certainly a colorful household. Better hurry over to the hall closet and retrieve your weapon before that crafty old serpent, you mean snake, can get the drop on you. So I should get my old weapon from the hall closet and then head up to the attic, right? Affirmative. Also refrain from excess chatter. Over. Oh yeah. Right. Yeah. Bye. Could alert monsters. Over. Yeah, I got it. I'm going. Bye. Can't be too careful in espionage game, Joey. Silence. Golden. Over. Jude, shut up. Remember one time on training mission couldn't keep my trap shut? Oh boy, I really landed us in a pickle. Over. You've never had any training. I'm turning off the walkie. Bye. Over and quick. This guy. This thing's always giving you the creeps, but that didn't stop you from patching it up after Jude accidentally ripped it with an experimental foamless dart. Yeah, seriously. Well, her mom's dead. I guess that's the excuse. Babysitter is a drunk. Jude insisted on it. The terrified horse was being abducted. Your counter-argument completely schooled him. This painting now commemorates your triumph and a particularly spectacular equine nativity. That's about it. Stickers. Oh, okay. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. It's your mother's jewelry box, a priceless heirloom of immeasurable sentimental value. Also, there appears to be some of your brother's empty cans of Pringles. Look. It is a globe-like sculpture with an arrow that conveniently alerts you to the location of the ceiling. Ah, so that's where it is. Thank you, globe-like sculpture. Yeah, I did. Spin. You give it a tap. Wow, look at it go. Well, that was stimulating. Your recursive footwork seems to set off its internal gyroscope or whatever. Maybe it's a tap dance detector? Your potential esteem for this relic rises slightly. From the first and last Dart Gun War with Jude, Belinda here provides great cover for those who refuse to use firearms, namely you. You tried to distract him with your tap dance and then stick a dart on him. It didn't work at all. You want to dance? She might topple over, and what crueler way to kill a ballerina than by tap dancing her to death? No, you'd never forgive yourself. Oh, why don't I use this weapon? It's an actual weapon. This gun can shoot a stream of water up to 50 feet away! Too bad you don't use guns. You don't use guns! Much improved by Lisa Frank. This lady was just hanging out in her altogether. Which, you mean, who are you to judge? Except it made you slightly uncomfortable, so you churched her up a little. You feel kind of silly about it now, but whatever. You were like 8. You churched it up. Alright, we need to get to this. Is this closet here? Oh, this is the stairs to the attic. Bunch of stuff that should be moved into the attic. There's some toys here too that you don't play with that much anymore. Basically a pile of useless trash. The hallway seems spookier from this side. Frankly, you feel a little spookier yourself just basking in its spooky aura. Need to go find that closet. Let's go this way. Light, there's the light bright. You're light bright. Hours of fun with the number of hours and degree of fun dependent on the power of your imagination, which in your case means many hours of lots of fun. Light bright, turn on the magical shining lights. Yeah, we made a thing. Ah. All sorts of fun things. Yep, that's it. Oh, at least fancy. You've always been a bit creeped out by the monsters in the water. It feels like the eye is following you, but only sometimes. This lamp's not even plugged in, but there are at least 9 possible light sources in your immediate area, so maybe it got lost in the typically well-illuminated shuffle. It's like a cave dress hanging on the wall. Oh, street sharks. This is the door to your neurotic dork of a brother's maximum security bedroom. He keeps it locked up tight because of all the silly conspiracy work he does in there. You sincerely doubt you'll be entering this room anytime soon, but really, why would you even want to? It's full of nerd stinking goober crud, not to mention it's where his pet usually lurks. Yeah, it is kind of a... Yeah, that's all the little point-and-click adventures, yeah. You love all animals, but just the same, that's one you'd rather just let Jude deal with. Open? He always keeps it locked. Even if you did manage to get in, he probably has traps set up. Not worth trying to get gum out of your hair again. No way, your mom left it to you, and Jude probably wouldn't even care about it because it doesn't have anything to do with aliens. Doesn't have anything to do with aliens. It's Castle Grayskull thingy going on. It's Teddy Ruxpin action. Jude recommended grabbing your strife weapon from the hall closet and head up to the attic as quick as you can. You're sticking with that plan for now. It's the hallway closet. If memory serves, there's a box full of old belongings of yours in here. You wonder if it has what you're looking for. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, maybe it's like in BoJack when they have the flashbacks and he's driving around and it's like, oh, it's the 90s and stuff. You think back to before, back when this closet door was shut. You had a reasonably good guess about what was inside, but now your guess is even more reasonable. Okay, I need to get the thing. Here we go. That box probably has the stuff you need, but you can't reach. You wonder what your next step should be. Ho-ho. Actually, your tap shoes might not be the best solution to this problem. If you could just get a good... if you could just get a good stump going, you might be able to tumble the box right off the shelf. Hooray! What's stashed in here? Nothing fragile, you hope. Alright, you pick through the box and find your flashlight and an old pair of ballet slippers. These will come in handy. Oh hey, there's some pet treats in here too. You keep cachets of these all over. Never know when you need to treat a pet. This is such a good rule to live by. You go ahead and try out your flashlight. Click, click. No dice. Another battery problem? You open it up. Wait, there's no batteries in here at all. Just a bunch of stupid pogs. Dang it, Jude. Found my old strife weapon. Guess what? It's full of your stupid pogs. Crap, I forgot about those. Please keep safe. Over. No. No, I'm throwing them all away. Joey, please. Those are my favorites. Over. I'm really not throwing them away, you nerd. What do you take me for? No, I'm throwing them away, bitch. I'm keeping them for myself. Thanks. Over. So I guess I'll just head up to the attic now. As is the plan. Over. But you better shake a leg then. Affirmative. Over and out. But I need more batteries. Pogs. You're gonna need to add some D-cell batteries if you want this flashlight to serve any purpose other than an emergency Pog storage container and very poorly designed paperweight. Excuse me, Jester. Sorry for your lack of taste. The one time I shoplifted in my life was for Pogs. It's just kind of like we were going, me and my friend were going through the bin, and there's just a whole bunch that were loose. They weren't in packages anymore, so you know, it's like nobody's gonna buy these anyway because they're not packaged, so we'll just pocket them. Oh, that's super sweet, Wavy. Much better than my stealing story. Sure, a few steps? Nothing. Too bad. She could put the calves in Cavalier. Pocket them, yeah. Alright, well, I don't have any batteries, but I guess we're gonna go, we have some... Maybe there'll be batteries in the attic. I already looked at the... Befriend. I don't even need to look. This is a friend. The signless... It's a lot of needless backstory. Alright, Case is gonna do it. I won't talk about the signless. Case and Jester are both super into the ancestors. Right, the caterpillar can't help you, and you can't help the caterpillar. Not a productive friendship, but at least nobody's been being taken advantage of. Look, you got this toy caterpillar so you could learn how to cure caterpillar diseases, but it turns out plush caterpillars don't get sick. Still pretty cute, though. It's just, all this signless thing is, it's just a reference to a character who, see how, like, everyone, you know how everyone on Homestuck has signs on their shirt? This person originally didn't have a sign. That's the signless. So, that's a really, that's my, nice, tidy explanation. And yeah, he suffered a lot. A bunch of stuff that should be moved into the attic. There's some toys here too, that basically probably the same thing it said for the bottom one. Let's dance precariously near the top of the steps. It sounds like an excellent way to break both your legs right next to the attic staircase without ever having to fall down it. On the rare occasions he is home, Pa can be heard bumping around up here while tending to his hoard of stupid antique trash. Or priceless artifacts, you mean? No, you don't. It's locked! You need to get in here as soon as you can. Peer for the keyhole. Oh. Weird. What the heck was that thing? And how long has it been there? Hey, the attic door's locked. Cripes, I forgot about that. Tactical blunder on my part, over. It's fine, no big deal. Just left the safety of my room to be eaten by monsters in the hallway because my dorky brother sent me to the safety of the wrong side of a locked door. It's not fine, over. Jude! Panic not necessary. Still need to get you to attic, over. For safety, right. Well, whatever. I'm trusting you, I guess. Appreciate that, over. Although so far it hasn't really paid off. Joey, please, you just need to keep ahead to trophy... Joey, please, just need you to head to trophy room, over. Oh, gross. I hate that place. Why does he even need a special trophy room when our whole house is just his dumping ground for whatever garbage he picks up on his stupid adventures? The original 3D version from before the original. Huh. I did not hear about any of this. I did not hear about any of these developmental stuff. That's interesting, though. That's, kind of funny. We'll find key to attic there. Mysterious whims of absent father not relevant, over. Fine. Wow. Alright, you guys can tell me about this, drama, I guess, on the Homestuck channel or something. to go to a trophy room now, huh? You're loath to touch it and disturb whatever astronomy and probable equilibrium is at play. Best to just leave it. Oh, there's a slinky just stuck there, huh? It's hard to get down these steps. Fair. Still blinking. So head to the trophy room. Affirmative. Over. Got it. Over and out. Okay. Guess maybe this way. Family portraits. Some great photos and portraits of your mostly great family. You decide to take a closer look. Pa used to be great with animals. You wonder what happened? Maybe a betrayal? No, impossible. Look how good that dog is. That dog never betrayed anybody in his entire life. You would stake your entire reputation on it. The whole thing. You can't even look at this picture. You deplore cruelty to animals. One of the many ways you and your father never saw eye to eye. One of the other ways is how he never actually looked at you much, let alone in your eyes. Yeah, there's Roxy as the babysitter. You and Jude have a lot of fun memories with your babysitter. By now, probably more than with Ma and Pa combined. You'd always thought of her as the kind of cool and fun older kid you wanted to be, until you got old enough to realize she's a pretty sucky role model. Shh, don't you talk bad about my girl. You wonder what her family is like. It's probably not your place to ask. Pa, someone you presume is his sister? Nobody he's ever mentioned, not that you talk much. Kind of weird to think you might have like a second cousin out there you've never met. Maybe she died young? The old-timey times were pretty rough. Yeah. You and your very good dog! Aww. Ooh la la, that there mom is looking très magnifique. When you grow up, you hope this is what mirrors will look like. There's a fancy, pretty mom. There aren't many pictures of the three of you together, so you tried to make one through the art of composition by hanging these three solo photos together. It's kind of like there's a photo of all three of you, sort of. A lovely diptych of school portraits. The laser background, the bad hair days. Simply perfection. Mom's the picture of grace and radiance, and Pa is just Pa. Seriously, has he ever changed his look? Sometimes you wonder if he was born with his spectacles and mustache, or at least one of the two. That's all of those. This guy, what's he so happy about anyway? His expression probably made more sense in its original context. That is to say, whatever tomb or temple or whatever that your pa plundered him from. Tap dancing would probably just agitate the snake if you had to get past one, which is very possible, likely even. You cleverly dodged the serpent, but you're not surprised. Ballet is, after all, the preferred school of dance for such a venture. Alright, so okay, I'm gonna stop pretty soon. I said I was only gonna go for like an hour. Let's try to get to the trophy room, I guess, though. We haven't had much happen yet. Well, it seems power is out. That should make the trophy room quite the adventure, which is to say, not quite the adventure you wish you were having right now. Oh I'm guessing this is not the trophy room. A beanbag chair. Super comfy and thankfully not filled with real beans. You could take a nap, but you've kind of got a lot going on right now, you know? There's the big screen. Got the cable hookup and everything. It's your home altar, and your method of worship is listless vegetation. The gods reward you with glimpses of the divine. Clarissa, Alex Mack, and the cool green lady from Reboot. Okay, so you just clearly go down here, and it mentions Clarissa being on TV, so that should have explained everything to these idiots who are, you know, like, oh, who's Clarissa? Alex Mack was cool, too. Yeah, everything comfortable is bad for your back. Really like her. She's cool. Yes, it is actually happening during the 90s. Oh, that would just be the thing, wouldn't it? Some kind of eerie, lonely sonata to really set the tone for the adventure ahead. Something in a minor key, maybe. It's a shame that you would probably provoke a bunch of monsters to eat you. Also, you can't really play the piano. A piano can be used to turn the slight motion of one's fingers into music. Those ivories, how they beg to be tickled. Harumat doesn't like you using the word bitch. But you mustn't. Also, you, can't. This piece was too depressing, so you gave it a nice finishing. If your pa has a problem with it, he's welcome to say so the next time he's actually around. I wonder if you'll be driving by then. To college. I guess I was 11. Where you teach because you're an adult and 20 years have passed. The ladies in these paintings are eerily beautiful, although maybe everyone would look like that in blue. The lamp, goodness. You'd like to meet the lady who modeled for it someday. There's a little goopy monster. Tramp lamp. Here's another tramp lamp. This lamp makes you blush brighter than the lamp itself. I've always enjoyed this painting, particularly because the lion looks so alive. Whoever painted must have a very good imagination. Either that or they painted it very, very fast. The Teddy Bear Outpatient Clinic is for stuffed animals who require treatment, but not an overnight stay. It's not just for stuffed bears, of course. It was named for its founder and chief physician, Arsala Teddy Bear. Boy, your pa really gets inventive with his taxidermy, huh? What a ghoul. Yeah, it's a pretty creepy clock. Kitchen. It's a lot of Chinese takeout. Look, you're not saying you never have home-cooked meals. Your babysitter is a pretty good chef, even. It's just, well, none of you like doing dishes. And the nice thing about takeout is you just eat it right out of the boxes and throw the boxes away. Of course, none of you really like taking out the trash, either. The sound you've heard since you've entered the kitchen grows louder as you approach. The awful static is like nothing you've ever heard, and you want to go back to not hearing it as soon as possible. You turn the radio off. Rumbo. Your babysitter has just really atrocious taste. You're only 14, and even you can tell this is just really crummy. The radio is clearly, although weirdly, functional despite not being plugged in. You might be onto something here. Ah, you open the battery compartment. Okay, good. If this radio didn't need batteries to make those noises, you'd have to upgrade to the Spookadoo to business class Spookadoo, and frankly, you can't afford that. Jackpot. D-cells! You can never have too many batteries, and never in too many different sizes either. It's often it'll stay that way. Well, it seems power's out. Classic PSYOPs over. What? Credit where it's due. Best way to destabilize countermeasures. Leave you in the dark. Literally. Over. Not literally. It's still like late afternoon. I can see fine. Should have no trouble getting to trophy room then. Over. Fine then, Mr. Mission Control. Yes, great. Over and out. They're here to remind you about work. Another Oh boy, I got an achievement for putting batteries in the flashlight. Another electronic device successfully powered through clever manipulation of resources in your immediate environment. You are on fire! With your flashlight fully functional and in fit fighting form, you feel significantly better equipped to handle most low-light environments and also to beat the bejesus out of any of these creeps that get too close. Although that's a last resort, of course. The backyard used to be so much more awesome before the monsters showed up. You really don't want to go out there right now, tempting though it is to go rake more leaves. Ah, the struggle of monster-bothered leaf pile enthusiast. I keep meaning to start a zine. Who's the other guy? The tube highway that Jude's pet uses to get around the house. You haven't seen it tonight, unfortunately. This mummy is currently blocking your access to the rest of the house. He has been ever since your pa left him here months ago. Yeah, not a lot of chance of you being able to move Pharaoh Napoleon over here. Basement. Your pa brought this home as a souvenir. There's nobody inside it. It's kind of like a metaphor, you guess? Yeah, you're not sure you want to start down the road of analyzing your life as for a work of fiction. This place is spooky. A souvenir from your pa after your trip to Hawaii. He's been exploring the Pacific a lot lately for some reason, or he mentioned offhandedly a few years ago. You assume he's still doing that due to you not having any fresher data, or particularly caring one way or another where the hell he is. Pa loves his Blue Lady portraits so much he keeps redundant backups scattered around, because it's okay if you ignore something that's supposedly precious to you as long as you're paying attention to something kind of similar in another location, right? You decide not to pull all that psychological thread because you have important work to do, and who needs that crappy old blowhard anyway? Your babysitter sometimes cracks into your pa's special reserve, and she tends to do it down here so you and Jude don't see. You aren't really sure what to say about it, or if you really have any business saying anything about it at all. With your pa's strange affinity towards Betty Crocker brand ever apparent, this musty old junk mainly consists of all sorts of cooking implements, ranging from the familiar to the enigmatic. Really now, you can tell what a whisk is for, but some of this stuff looks downright unethical. It's also in your way. You can't reach the circuit breaker. Oh, we're turning the light on. Try to move one box, the whole pile is liable to come tumbling down on you. You need to find some way to get them all moving at once. Shaken up somehow. That's the controlled tumble. That's the ticket. Ah! That's how I'm gonna move everything from now on. I'm just gonna fucking tap dance at it. You Clear the boxes away with your fancy footwork. Now just give the breaker a tug or whatever. You flip the breaker in. Got spookier? Maybe it's because you grew up in a house where nobody really cooks, but you have no idea what to do with these cooking implements. Food! Great mystery. Ah! Okay, Strife. You got no chance of beating this thing. Gotta get away! Step on it. What am I supposed to do? Okay, I gotta get away. Okay. Okay, Brace flips gone. Okay, there we go. Right. Achievement unlocked, step up. Okay. Alright, well now we've got like light and stuff. Power back on. You're doing or psyops of encroaching forces? Over. Give you back light only to snatch it away. Described hypothetically, very cruel. Dealing with sick operatives. Over. No, it's just me. Criminy, Jude. That snake monster is down the basement, by the way. I managed to get past him, but we'll probably need to deal with that at some point. Second encounter with said serpent, correct? Beast wily. But sister already established superior willingness attribute over wiliness attribute. Yeah, thanks. I think. Trophy room should be trivial obstacle. Over. Wait, what? Attic key, Joey. Eyes on the prize. Keep me in the loop. Over and out. Alrighty. Added shake this mummy. Napoleon got rid of his busy aesthetic, which would be the only way to get past him, but it would make an awful mess. Because we suddenly care about messes here. You're even out of dog food? Things have really gotten desperate. Guess you can't blame your babysitter for running off to the store for groceries at what was respectively the worst time possible. Okay. This fax machine can be used to send facsimiles of whatever you stick inside it to whoever also has a fax machine. It's very high tech. Is that actually where the fax comes from? Is a shortening of facsimiles? I've never considered that. I never gave it any thought whatsoever. Alright, also I have no idea where the trophy room is. I want to get to the trophy room. These used to be stacked neatly on the shelves, but your big dog came clambering through and slammed right into them. They tumbled everywhere. That was about 3 years ago. You aren't great housekeepers. It's past the bear clock? Okay. Ah, another friend! Strife! I'm gonna shine a light at you. Light on your feet! Okay. Light bite! Let's see. Okay. I'm just getting bitten here. Okay, this isn't working super well. Shoots a town. Alright, oh, set your eyes on the prize. Okay. Now can I attack him now that he's been eaten or something? No? Oh, What do I... I'm confused. Alright, look, I fed him. Give him some pogs. Fruitless endeavor. But what if I want that food? It's a cute one. Oh, it's all bitey. Alright. Now... now I'm gonna give you the butter. Okay, I really just can't feed it the pugs. Okay. Okay, I just wasn't... It was hard to tell if it was selected. Yeah. Hooray! I won! That chumpy mouth. There's my mouth. Rah, rah, rah. Alright, monster-inflicted death scene averted. You are unbelievably stressed right now. Congratulations, you've ascended to rung 2, attained rank of tail-wagging Tyro. Max health, max hit point increased by 12, muscle increased by 7. Congratulations, run free, attained rank of minute mammal mender. Dexterity increased by 2, grace increased by 6, leverage increased by 5. Congratulations, you've ascended to rung 4, attained rank of peppy patterer. Mastered noggin bop, hubris increased by 4, courtesy decreased by 2. Alright, well I said I'd stop at the trophy room, so I think I'm going to stop at the trophy room. Thank you guys for coming, that was fun, and hopefully I will play again soon. And I think we save just like this. Okay, great. Alright, thanks again. Bye-bye.